Down. 60 or. Come on. Tight left. 4 down.
Now the third leading rusher of the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
22 jet bomber. Tighten down. There you go. Light 22, he's coming. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ready? 5-9. Combo. It's a party now.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't going nowhere.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yellow lady.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Got it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get it.
To throw again. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Rolling to his right, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st down, Saints.
Ready. 5-9. Line 3. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offense.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Under under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brees, flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Brees now. Got him in. He finds Sanders. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready.
Brees now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brees. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on the second-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Again, it's Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready? You ready? Combo. We own it. We own it.
On play action, now Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, New Orleans.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Breeze going to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3rd down.
Ready? 5-9. 3. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. 21.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Ready?
Breeze now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Kill. Greystone, travel. Hey, wahoo.
Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yes.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that. Series to series, play to play.
Ready?
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. Go. Come on. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah.
Second and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yellow lady. Let's go.
A give to Kamara running right. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the pistol, it's Gore. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football in the double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
You're good. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Smooth. Hey, rock it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Herbert, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards as his guys are back within a single score. A try here for the extra point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play this call, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now past another. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Kill! Mike 3! Bravo! 0-0, Mike 3!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Double time. Four down. Check. Ready?
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're running it. No.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mike 3. You're not ready.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're running with Gurley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road
Season